Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Maggie XX Tarot. This is going to be part 2. I hope that you've all watched part 1 and you will understand what this reading is more or less about. Okay, so I was telling you about a dream download which has prompted me into doing this reading for you guys, because I'm just trying to associate if this was me as a third party watching this, or whether this is something that you as a collective is happening to you. Okay, so this is part 2 to that. Now, one of my decks, this is going to be an Egyptian read. All right, it's not solely for sort of Isis. I know I put that on as a little page. I did do a separate reading on Isis, the goddess Isis, but this isn't just solely about her. It's just about the general sort of Egyptian deities and things like that, to see what you've got going on following that dream download that I got. Now, one of my decks hasn't came, which was a second gods and goddesses that I was looking into. That's not came here yet. This Egyptian deck has came, so this is what we're predominantly going to be using. And for some unknown reason, I couldn't find the gods and goddesses deck that I had previously had, which is a little bit strange. Okay, so maybe I'd said all I needed to say with those gods and goddesses readings for you guys. I don't know. Anyway, so we are predominantly working with the one deck. This is very new to me, these downloads and these sort of energies. When I did the gods and goddesses, it did spark something within myself to do with you collective. So this is why I've decided to do this today for you guys. Okay, so I hope you're all doing well, and a lot of that didn't sort of give you the fear factor. I am having a lot of epiphanies and downloads at the minute to do with past lives, and this is really going to be to do with people that are affiliated to perhaps a god or a goddess, or is liking Egypt, or feels a need to go to Egypt. I have got an urge now for some reason to want to visit Egypt. I don't know why. It's not been, no offense to anybody living there, it's not really been a country that I've really wanted to go to before, because I actually have asthma. So as you know, in Egypt it's very, very hot, and you know, to go down in those tunnels for somebody with asthma, it's not great to sort of do that. So, but it's something I feel sort of attuned to do now, so at some point in my life anyway. So without further ado, let's get into this reading here and see what you guys have got going on. Okay, so let's just pop these ones over here. Before I start, as always, I have said my prayers before coming on here. I would like to get an Archangel Michael and one Archangel Gabriel card for you guys, just to see the protection that's needed at this time. Okay, so this reading is predominantly for anyone that has an affiliation or feels drawn to Egyptian deities in any shape or form. Okay, so, oh, well, that's popped out. I didn't even get a chance to, yeah, okay, so let me just read the bottom one and the top one. The one that's flew out before I even got a chance to shuffle is, you and your loved ones are safe. And this is what I'm talking about. I don't think the collective done anything wrong following that dream download. I think it's the people that have been doing things to you guys and gals that have the issues here. Okay, so this one says, dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. And you can name them, and then it says, please help me feel safe and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus my priorities, enjoy healthy, happy life. All right, so with that in mind, I do feel that's Archangel Michael giving me the heads up that it's okay for me to go ahead and do this reading. That whatever I'm picking up, or my guides are picking up in this reading, that we are actually safe. And we'll take this one that is on the bottom of the deck. That does say, forgive yourself, you have done nothing wrong. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame. Guys, I forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing the toxic anger and fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. piece, okay? So without further ado, let's get an Archangel Gabriel one. So I do feel this is about healing, about tuning into healing, as well as knowing that your loved ones are safe and that you are safe, whatever downloads that you are actually getting at this time. Could be anything from your angels, whatever angel, deity that you work with, okay? So what's the message from Archangel Gabriel? Archangel Gabriel, please. Just one. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Okay then. Thank you. Vulnerability. Okay. This is why you've been told you're safe. Whatever's happened in the past. Okay. You've learned your lessons from it. Because it says here, listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration. And they pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. Okay. So whatever you're focusing on at this time, all right, forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. So it's like forgiving the past, letting it go. And as you're going through that with this vulnerability energy here, okay, you've been told that you and your loved ones are safe. And that goes for any downloads or any little messages we get in this reading today, guys, okay? Just put that back on, please, Spirit. All right. So I'm sorry I've only got this one little deck today. I couldn't find my gods and goddesses one, and the other one, the second one I purchased, did not arrive. So a little bit disappointed. Now I am going to be very much guided by Spirit with this today. Okay, let's lay these over here actually, just so you can see what's going on. Okay, your loved ones are safe. It's okay to be not okay, and it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to listen to those vulnerable feelings, okay? Because when we sort of are vulnerable, we expose sides of ourselves and things that need healed, is what I feel here, okay? And Archangel Michael is coming in to make sure that that healing does happen, and that you do forgive yourself from whatever it is that's held you back in your past, all right? And you can move on then. Because I don't think the collective have actually done anything wrong. Okay? So any toxic anger or fear you feel towards others, you can let that go now. Okay? So, sorry, hold on. So, sheer guidance and channeling with this deck, because I really don't know much about the Egyptian deities, just the gods, a few gods and goddesses, but not in a whole. But this is something that I'm going to be sort of looking into. So, if you enjoy this little reading today, please remember to give it a little like, a subscribe, and a little thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it. Okay. I don't know how many, there's 44 cards in this deck. I don't know how many Spirit want us to bring out, but we're just going to roll with it and see what we get. Okay. Let me just pull this forward, step forward, move that back a bit. Okay. So, Spirit, show me the cards we need to see regarding the collective and what they need to know regarding the Egyptian deities. Exactly. You have got Scarab. Wow. Spiritual transformation. You see that? This is what I'm saying. Your loved ones are safe. You're being quite vulnerable and open at the minute. You've done nothing wrong. The past is behind you. And you are going through a spiritual awakening at this time. All right? Now, for what I can remember, look with the cobras and the beetle here. Okay? This is basically Spirit. When they mummified in the Egyptian days, they used to put a little scarab beetle, I think, on the chest, I think. Is that right? They put that on the chest, okay, to ensure that the spirit lived on in the afterlife. And then it gave them a chance to emerge after that. I think that's what that's saying. So with this, you are going through a massive spiritual awakening just now. So you need to be very aware and tune into your higher self, or any other sort of energies that you're feeling attuned to at this minute. Any sort of deities you feel affiliated to or that's coming in, because this is helping you with this spiritual awakening. Okay, what lovely colours on that as well. That's like, I wear a lot of orange, so a lot of the readers are wearing orange, the collective are wearing orange, as you can see here. Some of you may have a beetle or a snake as a totem animal, and snakes are also about that regeneration and rebirth, because snakes shed the skin, so that could be important to some of you. Not all of us have fluffy owls and fluffy things as totem animals. Some people have a spider, some people have a snake, some people have beetles, you know, ladybugs. You know, it doesn't always have to be a nice dolphin or something like that. So you are, I wasn't ready, but I'll put them back in. What else do we need to know regarding this spiritual transformation? Some of you may be going through an Egyptian spiritual transformation, as we see, and your enemies are being, if you believe what I said in the previous dream download, your enemies are being held accountable at this time. Vast joy and pleasure. This is a cat goddess, so again, a lot of you might like cats here. She's the daughter of Osset. Now Osset, I think Osset is Isis, is she not? The daughter of Isis, okay, or Osset. Yeah, you've got a lot of happiness coming in here. Some of you, with the joy and pleasure, it could be love, or it's just joy over something material is coming in here. With the transformation, it could be a physical transformation, a spiritual transformation, a romantic transformation. There is transformation all over this reading. Vast. Now, if I mention these deities, please go and do a little bit more research yourself. Again, there's a lot of yellows and oranges in this, the colours here. Okay, so we have beetles, snakes and cats. With joy and pleasure as well, I do feel with Bast that it could be love, it could be money. And it's especially matters of the heart, because she is the goddess of joy and pleasure. So you're going to have a lot of pleasure and happy times coming in now. I think all of this with your past, you've made yourself vulnerable, and that's how you've been able to heal and move on, I feel. Bast, you could well be sort of exuding the qualities of this goddess here, or some of you may well be reincarnation, just saying. Tell me more about collective transformation. Horus. Sacred, well, joy and pleasure with sacred union. Are you joking? That is amazing. Look at this. So with sacred union, this is, Horus is usually a victorious pharaoh. Is he not a pharaoh, Horus? So look at that. That looks like something that you would carry a pharaoh in. It's also got, that's a sort of sphinx, is it, next to it? But it says sacred union. So sacred union next to joy and pleasure. Right. You're being victorious, and this is what I got with that dream download that I had with the enemies lined up and almost like being held accountable with the scales of justice. Okay, so whatever it is, you're going to be victorious over a situation. Also, you have got this spiritual transformation. You're coming into learning about new gifts, new talents and new abilities right now for some of you. And if you're going through some sort of situation, whereas it's some sort of legal situation, I just want you to know that you will be victorious. But also what I get is one step at a time, collective, all right? But with that, next to sacred union, spiritual transformation, joy and pleasure, sacred union, you actually might be coming into a sacred union with somebody that you've had a past life connection with, is what I'm getting from this, okay? Very, very strongly, because that is the way this is reading, going this way, okay? So tell me more. I love these cards. I don't know why I've started getting into this, but I have in a big way. Woof! Satis and Amun-Ra, the king of the sun god. This is an angel of miracles. Any blocks that's been in the way is going to be flown. That's going to, look at this, it's going to flow. He's the king of the sun god, and also you've got Satis, but we'll do this one first. Again, look at all the orange that we've got here, the colours. Bast was the goddess, the cat goddess, the daughter of Osset, which is, I think, Isis. I hope I'm not wrong. Okay, and also this is the king of the gods. So there is something to do with this union is very, very important in this lifetime, and it's a past life union here. Look at that. The king of the gods really coming in here. This is a miracle coming in. This is a miracle coming in for you guys. This is very, very positive and very, very important. I want to say to you guys, look, that you've got joy and pleasure, sacred union and miracles. He's the god of creation. Anything you want to create right now, you are going to be so successful in, because it's going to remove any blocks and any blocks of flows in the chakras, because you do have a lot of orange, which is that sacral chakra, fertility and satisfaction. And also, if you're trying to get pregnant with this energy coming out here, this is Satis, goddess of fertility, and she's also connected with the Sirius star, okay? There's a lot of blue, there's a lot of healing of the sacral chakras, and joy and pleasure, and bringing this union into this life, I feel. With Satis, she is a fertility goddess, so be very careful, okay? Many wonderful things are about to enter your life. Financial abundance, love is definitely coming in strongly. And some of you may, because there's a lot of blue in this card, I feel a lot of you could be energy workers. You might be Reiki workers, you might be healers, it's something like that. There's something to do with healing, or it's you've healed this past life. Whatever's happened in a past life, it's being healed in this one. That's what I want to say. Wow. Ra, look at that. Sun god Ra. Amun is also miracle of creation, and now Ra's come out. Is that not just double confirmation? And again, beautiful oranges. Oranges, not actual physical oranges. Creative power. What did I just say? Anything that you're trying to create, even with the fertility here, that's going to be positive with you if you're trying for a child, because look here, okay, you've done nothing wrong. So if you've lost children or anything at any point, no, it was nothing that you personally did, and you have my sympathy here for that. But with Ra coming out, wow, Ra assists you in overcoming sort of dangers and obstacles. It's a very, very powerful god here. What else, Spirit? Right. What needs to happen here is, if it's a connection coming in this life, okay, you have an Egyptian connection. It's coming into this life. But with Ra coming out and being next to miracles of creation, I feel actually you're overcoming a lot of obstacles, okay? But also make sure any karmic situations are fully ended, okay, before this comes in, because Ra coexists. He exists in consciousness, and it's like a creative power here below spiritual transformation. joy and pleasure, sacred union, miracle of creation with the fertility and satisfaction and creative power. Twice, 3 times we've got almost like creative, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a relationship. That's just something I'm picking up very strongly here. And like whatever you're working that your enemies have tried to stop you achieving in past lifetimes, you're going to achieve it in this lifetime. Whether it's miracles, it's abundance, whether it's prosperity, whether it's healing. This is very, very important, sensitive time for some of you at this point. I don't know if you're picking up these energies, but it's very, very important because you're stepping into this. Listen, collective, you're stepping into goddess energy, God of creation energy. Sekhmet on the bottom. Some of you may have the goddess Sekhmet. Let's see if that comes out again. Tell me more about all this creation. Giza plateau, sacred journey, spiritual transformation with sacred journey. Look here. And Sekhmet is on the bottom there. Why did I look at the bottom? If you've got a goddess Sekhmet, you are definitely on a sacred journey here. Okay, hold on. Wow. This is, look, see here. It's said that there's actual underground passageways that lead here, that they lead to the bigger pyramids. Okay, you see the Sphinx just in the background here. There's supposed to be underground things that connect these little tunnels to the largest pyramids and Sphinx. Is that the right word? Okay. This is definitely, some of you definitely need to travel here. Some of you need to go to these pyramids to meditate, to really step into this energy. It's very powerful. A lot of you that do affiliate with this energy, you'll know what I mean. You need to go on this spiritual journey, and the way to you to fully embrace this is actually to be in Egypt. Creative power. Sacred journey plateau. There's something about you needing to go down into these tunnels. I'm not saying you need to, it's not urgent or anything like that. It's just that to connect fully to, is what Spirit's saying, connect fully to what you need to do on your spiritual journey. I feel you need to visit here to fully attune to that energy, okay? For some of you, you really perhaps are already in that energy, but that is going to really put the cherry on the cake of what you're already sort of feeling and bringing in. And also with that that I've put a thing on there that I did the other day, and I did the 2 videos together, you will see that I'm talking about this line of being judged, but it was Egyptian court, almost like it was Egyptian sort of court. Like I said, I don't know enough about Egyptian things. I'm just going to go with the flow and see what we get. Okay. It's a sacred union. Tell me more. What does this collective need to know regarding this Egyptian link here? Come on. Show me more. I love these cards, by the way, and somebody mentioned to me recently about a lotus flower, and actually I'd already in the pipeline had been going to get these, so well done you. Nephthys, so healing. I was trying to figure out why you were being urged to go here, and this is why. Nephthys, I can't pronounce that. Nephthys. This is like, what's that on our head? Sorry, what's that on our head? 24. 2 and 4 is 6. This is going to be where you need to go, the Giza plateau, to complete. Oh, shit, I can't get this up now because of my nails. This is where you need to go to complete this soul healing. Remember I said there's a lot of healing within this reading here. Wow. This is a beautiful energy as well. You've got a lot going on, my beautiful collective, okay? Isn't she the sister of Osset? Nephesis, is that what you mean, Spirit? Nephesis, sister of Osset. Okay. What else? Ah. She was married to Set, the god of chaos and darkness. Wow. Again, she's helping us to release what no longer serves us. And to forgive. That's what Archangel Michael was saying at the beginning. To forgive. You have done nothing wrong. Right. Okay. You need to forgive and let go. Okay. Soul healing. Maybe there's a relationship you need to forgive and let go of, past, or whether it's some sort of hurt that you've been holding on to. Take it as it resonates. This might not be your story. All right. There's a moon there as well. I'm looking at all the blues now with the healing coming out. Spiritual transformation, joy and pleasure, sacred union, miracle of creation, fertility. Sun God Ra is very much in this reading. What else? What other gods does the collective need to work with, or is working with at this time? What do they need to know, Spirit? Well, 3 come out, but I'm not sure if I should take them. Right, okay. You've got a Nunk, energy healing. Sarcophagus, initiation. And rest and endings, Sobek. Sobek. That looks a bit like Anubis, doesn't it? Sobek. Tell me about Sobek. Oh, it's a crocodile. I see. Again, it's about uncomfortable endings. You're having to have these uncomfortable endings. It's a crocodile spirit here. Soul healing is about uncomfortable endings in this lifetime. Okay, so you go through a regeneration out of fear, regeneration, healing a lot of uncomfortable things. And again, with Ankh, is it Ankh? Ankh? It's spiritual powers. You're using listen, you may need to wear that symbol or put it above your bed or have it on a ring or something like that, because you're going to be able to tap into the healing that's already latent within you. Energy healer, or some of you may be energy workers. Ankh. And it's got the eye of, I don't know if you can see that right there, there's an eye of Ra in the middle of that Ankh. So like we said, Ra is the creative powers. Okay, we said about the sun god and daughter Sekhmet, okay, who was a healing goddess. So they assist you in all these obstacles you need to overcome in this lifetime. Some of you may do well to go into energy healing for a job, or you're already an energy healer. Or when you come into this sort of sacred journey, which is what you need to perhaps do. Some of you may be thinking about a trip here, or you should do, okay? Because that is where you're going to have this soul healing. Let me just put this card down. We'll read that in a minute. This is where you're going to have this soul healing, this rest and endings, and also energy healing. Some of you may be called to become energy workers, meaning working with Reiki, working with anything that you learn how to manipulate energy to heal. Sarcophagus, initiation. Some of you are going through some sort of initiation process, or you will do when you tap into the energies here. And that's below Bas, joy and pleasure. Sacred Union. Nephesis, Satis, Basque, 3 women, and Amun Ra and Ra. So sarcophagus. Now, it's gonna. You, whoever I'm speaking to today, have amazing powers of healing and prophecy. I don't even know if you realize this. Okay, because this is what it is, and this is why you're being initiated somehow, or you were initiated in the past. Maybe you were a sort of seer in Egyptian times. Okay, there's something you're being initiated into, or you will do. I know there's a lot of people that do these sort of journeys, and they take you guided. You've got guides out there, and they take you on a journey, and they take you to the pyramids and make sure you're safe, etc. So some of you actually need to be doing that at this time, because this is coming forward right now, okay? And a lot of you may be having dreams about this. Excuse me, I'm just going to get a little drink of water before I read sarcophagus, because this is initiation here. So it's better we drink. Yeah, you're going to be able to transform and alchemize things. Where I'm speaking to you today, you've been a high priest, a high priestess in this time, okay? And you're being initiated somehow. You've a well-traveled soul. I feel with this soul healing, you have traveled many lifetimes, but there is a group of people around this Egyptian time that has followed you into this lifetime. I don't know if it's to stop you coming together with this energy, with this masculine, with this sacred union, or whether it's to stop you realizing your true potential. All right, whatever it is, it's not going to work, because let me tell you, Anubis, from what I saw previously and what I know now, is all over this. And I wouldn't be surprised if Anubis actually comes out at some point. But yeah, you're being initiated because you have got the power of transformation, healing, and alchemy. I don't know what amenti means, Spirit. Amenti. Okay, I don't know what that means, so I'll put sarcophagus up there. I'm loving these cards. Another person, another reader actually picked up the fact something about lotuses, and I'd already ordered these, and I thought that was really strange, actually. So you're going through a powerful spiritual awakening here. Show me more for the collective. Some of you may be a water sign. Happy's come out, which is water spirit. All right. So, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, change and growth, great healing work, hard work ahead, but there is success. I feel with that energy. Happy. With other energies, with the jars, they usually keep their sort of unbound sort of bits of bodies in these jars, but it's not that with this particular one. So maybe there's something with the body. No, Spirit's saying no, change and growth, great healing, hard work. Okay, you've got a plan ahead for something that you're working on here. That's for a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. This reading's not solely for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it's generally for everybody, but that's the energy that came out. Okay, just moving some of these up. Is Anubis here trying to bring all of this balancing here? Is Anubis coming out? No, sorry, is it coming out? Where's Anubis then? Oh, no, but SETT. There's SETT and Ptah's coming out. Yeah, what did we say about SETT being some sort of god of chaos? Right, let's read SETT first. Okay, so you're going to have a little bit of challenges. SETT brings in storms and chaos, especially at night, okay? So if you're going through challenges at this time, maybe it says so back on that, rest and endings. And also with this energy, it's about, like, if you've got challenges of any sort of addiction, any sort of addictions, okay, then SETT will... does cause chaos with that, okay? But you've got so many healing energies here. This is something that you don't need to, just when you're ready, overcome that. It's a very, very slow process, but you will heal is what I'm feeling with this, okay? So any setbacks caused by SETT, look in the desert here. So something's dried out, something's ended, something's finished. That came after the water spirit. Might be something ended for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay? Yeah, alchemy and creation with Ptah. He's holding an Ankh. Ankh, is that how you pronounce that? Ankh and a Nook. Energy healing. So this energy. Ptah worked with Sekhmet, is that right? Sekhmet, who's got, is it a cat face Sekhmet's got? Cat or a lion? One of them. Sekhmet, I don't want to say anything wrong and just be honouring to the gods and the goddesses there. So Sekhmet, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologise there. Okay, so Ptah was the consort and alchemist to Sekhmet, all right? So I would call on that energy if you attune with that, with Ptah and Sekhmet. They will help you with any sort of busy life you've got, but in a positive way. And they are with you at the minute to help you manifest your dreams to the fullest. So whatever you're doing, get creating, because Ptah is basically asking you to start creating there, okay? So let's see what other energies we get. I'll put this one away. Excuse me, that's my family in the background. Apologies. Hold on, let's see if we get any other energies through. That's my lovely family in the background. It's like when you go to do a reading, I'll let you say I'm going for a lie down, or hell usually makes loose. Anyway, let's see what other energies want to come out, shall we? Just know that you are going through an initiation with the sarcophagus energy at this time, okay? Initiation's very, very important. So can we get another couple? And we're just going to leave it there. I've given you a few pointers here. Can we have another 3 out of here? 6. Oh my gosh. Just read them all then. Six. 1. Oh, that's a hippo. Monkey? What's that? Yes, some of you with this... Oh, I can't get this up with the nails. Some of you are going through, like... oh, look. This transformative energy, pregnancy and rebirth. We did see that already. Does that not look like a monkey? Or a hippo? I'm not sure which. 42. You may feel like a hippo right now if some of you are pregnant. But that'll go back. Don't worry about that, okay? Protective of women during childbirth, yeah, that's what I feel. Okay, so if you're having a child at the moment, just know that you are definitely protected, okay, and you've not to fear anything. You're going to be perfectly healthy. Baby's going to be perfectly healthy, all right? So, yeah. Also, you could work with that other crocodile energy we felt to keep your enemies and bad spirits away from you at this point, okay? You're going to have really, really good news soon, so don't worry about it, okay? Good luck if you were expecting. Wish you all the best with your pregnancy and your birth. For other of you, that is not going to apply, okay? No, it's not Selnet. It's not Sekhmet, but Selket, magical protection. So we do have Sekhmet and Selket in this. Selket is the scorpion goddess. Wow, we have a hippo, we have the crocodile, we have the cats here, we have now the scorpion. You see on our head here, so this could be for a Scorpio, this message, just saying. All right. Also, you can have, because there's snakes and spiders here as well, so you might link with this magical protection of this. But some Scorpios may be going through this pregnancy and birth, or I feel Gemini, I keep getting Gemini, or you have totem animals of spiders, a snake, or a scorpion. I'm just saying, okay, that's what I got, because a scorpion is very poisonous, right? So just be aware of poisonous words or anything coming towards you at this time. Just know you're safe from some deception. This goddess is offering you magical protection. Even if you're pregnant and even if you've done anything wrong, they're still offering you this magical protection, okay? Anything else for the collective regarding this healing? Offset, there we go. What have we been talking about? Beautiful offset, Isis. Sorceress, healer, alchemist. Transformation. We started with transformation. This reading's coming to a conclusion with transformation. Okay. You can call on this goddess to help resolve any sort of issues, I feel. Using mild magic if you do that and you're a white witch and not a dark high priest, high priestess. If you're a white high priest, I feel that's okay. But if you're using magic for any ill intention, it will not, or greed, that will not manifest for you, okay? Alchemy and healing. She's beautiful, Osset. She's got the Ankh there. She's got the thingy of Ra on her head. She also has, I don't know what that other thing is in her hand there. I need to sort of research that a bit. That is definitely an Ankh. Alchemy and healing. So whoever you are, you've got a lot of protection at the minute if you are pregnant. But also, this is a very, very powerful goddess to come out, okay? 6, she said, spirits, okay. Can I have another 3, please? Thank you. Sekhmet, there we go. Sekhmet next to, wow. Sekhmet next to Osset, Isis. Sekhmet may work with Isis, I don't know. Okay, but Sekhmet coming out, you could work with the deity Sekhmet. Just so you know, okay, maybe you don't know that, maybe you do. This is a fire goddess, and she's a goddess of fire goddess, yeah, and she's the daughter of Ra. Now, Ra did come out, so some of you are the daughter, reincarnation of a daughter of Ra here, okay, with Sekhmet. Wow, that is very powerful. Change and healing. This is a lion goddess, a lioness face, I feel. Anunk again. Change and healing. Alchemy and healing. So you've got 2 very powerful goddesses here together. You've got Sekhmet and you've got Osset. What I want to say, wow, whoever you are, if you're using Sekhmet or Isis energy at this time, what you're being asked to do is stand in your own personal power and not be afraid of the gifts and abilities that are coming forward for you at this time, okay? Again, if you resonate with any of these goddesses, I've got to say this, sorry, Sekhmet, Isis, or Selket, right, that you're being urged to visit a temple in Egypt. I would like to go there as well. Maybe we should all run a bus, maybe we should all go and run a bus, go together. few more, Spirit, please. This is lovely. I like the energy from these cards. I really might delve into a few more readings like this. I'm really enjoying doing this. I like this, just producing a very, very nice energy here. So you've got Questioneth, I can't pronounce that, which is, you've got water and fire spirit here. Okay, can't pronounce this one. So with this energy here, it could be a fire sign. You've got water sign, fire sign, okay? So, and you've got Scorpio there very strongly as well. Questioneth, sorry, I can't pronounce that very well. Questioneth, okay, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. As I said about jars holding this sort of the sort of body parts of the Egyptians here, this one actually, I think, quite enough. What's that? What does that jar hold, Spirit? Ooh. Okay, if you have stomach problems, okay, or some sort of issue there, then it could be an issue with your stomach or your intestines right now. Just be aware that you can call on this energy to sort of help, but call on the deity politely, okay? Right, okay. Last card, Spirit. Wow, Sekhmet, or Set, so many powerful Ra, all these energies coming out. Or Set Temple, yeah. What was that? Kanum, this is now Taurus energy. Creator God, Kanum, I don't know this one. Creator. So there's a god out here, a Taurus. Look, he's like creator, so he's creating people. But you've got creative power with Ra there as well. So when these come up, please go and look them up, guys, because there may be a very deeper meaning here than what I'm actually picking up on here, okay? Creator God. Something you're creating, something you need to create. It's all about creation. Hidden universal knowledge. Hidden universal, what does that mean? Hidden universal knowledge. It's below Sekhmet and Osset. You have hidden universal knowledge. You don't realize this. Right, I'm going to put all these energies back in. Ra. Yeah, you're going through initiation, esophagus. Pitta, Set. Set is something's trying to come in with the Set order chaos, okay? But don't allow this energy to come in. And Bast had also come out as well. So there's a couple of goddesses that came out here. We are going to reshuffle these and see if there's any last messages with this deck. I've got this deck. One last message, please. This is for the collective. This is, a lot of you are opening up to these energies right now. You really are. The sarcophagus was also about the alchemy and the transformation that you're going through, and this psychic awareness, because the great priests and priestesses in this time, and the initiation card came out as well. So it's very important that at this time you tune into these energies, because it's giving you that message, okay? We have one last message. I put all the cards back in to see if there is a card that wants to come out that's a predominant message. Oh, sorry, I wasn't ready. Yeah, the Pisces card come out. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Put that back in. Hold on. Okay. Woo! Now they're jumping. Show me one last card, one message for the collective, please, Spirit. That one? Osiris, yeah. Osiris. Heavenly messages, look at that. Husband to Osset, Isis. Oh, wow. The divine counterparts we've been talking about, heavenly messages. Some of you may be getting heavenly messages about, we had that divine union, didn't we? What else about I want to say with this? God of the underworld. Your loved ones are safe. Oh, okay. Right. Did I not get that to start the reading? And what are we closing the reading with? Osiris' message from heaven is your loved ones are safe. Okay? Your loved ones are safe. So if you've lost a loved one at the moment, I'm so sorry. Or you've lost a baby. We did see a baby in that card. My heart goes out to you. But this is about loved ones. And it's important about the soul being healing. But your loved ones are safe and they've transitioned to the other side. Yeah. And what did we start the reading with? Archangel Michael. Your loved ones are safe. Is that not just a synchronicity? So for some of you, you want to know if your loved ones are safe. This is double confirmation from a very powerful God and Archangel Michael that yes, they are safe. Okay. Anything else? One more. Sorry. Okay. One more. Min, fertility and creation. So I don't think we're supposed to take any more out of there. But I would like to get something out of Archangel Gabriel to see what creative, what is creating that's so important. Is it this relationship? Is it something they're working on? What is this about, Spirit? What is this? What's all this creation, creative energy? Wow. And we'll get one from Archangel Michael. Okay. You're getting happy news at this time, and you're also getting recognition for your hard work, whoever I'm talking to today. Don't forget the goddesses we had out was Osset, which is Isis. We had Ra. We had Sekhmet. We had Bast. We had a lot of gods and goddesses out today, okay? Ptah was out. So it says, you and your accomplishments are receiving appreciation and honours, and your prayers are answered in a creative way. What have we been talking about this whole reading? About creativity and things happening in a creative manner. Okay. Anything else? Oh. Archangel Michael, what's the last message to close this reading? Thank you. Thank you to my guides here. Thank you. I enjoy doing that. I don't know enough about a lot of these energies, but one last message, thank you. Okay. This is your life's purpose. This that we've been talking about today is your life's purpose. Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine purpose, and I ask you help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm asking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. And then you have confidence. Okay, this is your life purpose. Whatever you've just asked, then the answer is yes. Okay. Anyway, that's interesting, guys and gals. That is your messages. Double clarification that you and your loved ones are safe and that the healing has taken place. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. That could be go for any situation. If it's a breakdown in a relationship, if it's you're getting over a drug addiction, you're getting over a sex addiction, you're getting over an eating disorder. A lot of things are not your fault. That's what you've been told here. If there's been any kind of mental, physical, emotional abuse, that's clarification that your angels and your guides, especially Archangel Michael, want you to know that you've done nothing wrong. It's not your fault. Okay? Whatever's went on here. The bottom of this deck, it started with the vulnerability card, and you had the recognition, and look at that, you can't make that up. Happy news, then you have the recognition, and then the last one, what is the bottom of the deck, is retreat. Okay. To block out distractions when quiet time allows that you can focus on your priorities. Some of you may be having the birth double clarification. Yeah. So some of you may be going on this retreat to Egypt. A lot of you possibly in the collective. But I'm certainly starting to get more in tune with actually wanting to visit Egypt myself. It seems to be something that I do want to sort of try and look into and research at this time. So I may get more decks regarding sort of a visit there. Yeah, I find these very interesting. I just wanted to see, look, there's a Sphinx. I like the Sphinx. We might all want to go and visit that. These are beautiful cards. I love them. Yeah. Hathor was in there. Canoe was in there. Nefertum was in there. Newt was in there. The Ashkirit Records was in there. The Great Pyramid was in there. These are lovely cards. Osset Temple, that's where I'd like to go. Osset Temple. Sacred Ceremony was in there. There's Anubis there. Okay. Okay. Anubis. Protection, guide and protector. So I don't know what I was doing. I do not know what I was doing in that dream, I tell you, but something's came to light for somebody in the collective that you've needed Anubis's guidance and protection. And remember, Anubis also it weighs the hearts of the deceased in the halls of Amenti. That's what I just said earlier. I didn't know what that meant. Amenti. Okay. Yeah. Heads up, follow your dreams. Okay, even if that takes you here. Alright. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave your reading there. I hope you love that reading as much as I did. Please take note on everything that I've said. If it's your story, fine. If it's not, then don't force the shoe to fit. Alright, so it's something that I had to bring to the attention. Okay. Anyway, much love and light to all of you. Please remember to like, subscribe, and if you'd like any of my cards, they are in the drop box down below. Please take a little quick look at them. I'd really appreciate it. And I will catch you on the next video, guys and gals. Alright, I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.